Hi folks, I'm Shane Shatters and welcome to Shane Shatters Presents Classic Indies, some of the best independent wrestling from all over the Mid-Atlantic area and in some cases from all over the world over the past 30 years. We're going to jump right into the live action here in just a moment. We're going to go to Super Slam 1992. It's the summer of 1992, fans, at Municipal Stadium in Hagerstown, Maryland, home of the Hagerstown Suns. At that point in time, the single-A affiliate of the Toronto Blue Jays. Of course, we've been playing professional baseball in Hagerstown since 1981. The crowd is strong. The people are excited. There's a lot of action going on, and we're ready to jump in here. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. We got midget action going on in the ring here with the gentleman in the black. His name was Dylan. He was one of Jerry Lawler's knights during the famous 1993 Survivor Series when he battled up with Doink and some of the other quote-unquote little people. But in wrestling, we've always referred to them as the midgets because it's just so much easier. Your referee is handsome Howard Goldman. Oh, a big knee lift. A big knee lift. Dylan wrestled as Little Ninja. So that'll be the easy way to do it. The Little Ninja is in black. He's got a chin lock on here. This is shot right from ringside, right behind or right in front, big suplex, right in front of home plate at Municipal Stadium, which was built in the 1930s. And a cover, and the Ninja's thrown off. At ringside, I believe, I forget his name. I think his name was Randy, but I think he was a local DJ for WQCM. Everything that you could do back then to get a tie-in so people would plug your products on the air or in print. You'd bring all kinds of guys out. I think a lot of the fun in this clip, as we even work past this match and maybe into some of the others, is just the enthusiasm and the behavior of the crowd is so completely different. Things are getting rough with little Mighty Moses here. Oh, look at this. Half snap. Oh, big leg drop. Big cover. 1, 2. That's right. It was little Mighty Moses. I read it off the back of his shirt. Truth in advertising. Good looking man. Oh, handful of nose. Handful of nose, and the Ninja's feeling it right now. The main event that night featured Superfly Jimmy Snuka. Oh, no! What do we got going on here? Oh, what, wait a minute! 1, 2, oh! What, he counted out the ref? Oh, Howard's got to be pissed off about that one. No doubt about this. He's been made a fool out of in front of this enthusiastic crowd here at the Municipal. Ooh. Front face lock here. I'm looking for someone to grab a short arm scissors. Oh. Wait a minute. We just jumped out of our clip here. Wait a minute. That's the German Helmut Hessler with Kevin the Truth Casey. What are they doing? Yeah, back then you could do that. You can't do that. This was a return match a couple months earlier. Hessler had lost the South Atlantic title to Neil Superior in Hagerstown, and this tonight was supposed to be the rematch. I didn't realize that we jumped out of this clip like this. This is crazy. I don't know what's going on here. Who set up this format? I don't know, but this guy here is one of the most enthusiastic wrestling fans of all time. There's the power. Neil Superior, ladies and gentlemen. These clips are all over the place. This is crazy. What happened here? Yeah, this was an old VHS recording. There's the blonde that I'm sure Neil somehow or another took care of later on. And chances are reasonably good that she wore the championship belt while it happened. Are we getting ready to start this match? I remember this match well. As night has begun to fall here in Hagerstown. I don't think he knows the microphone's not working. Good hair, Neil. Love the hair. Looking good, brother. God love you, brother. Now, Goldman's trying to wrestle the championship belt back away from Hessler. Oh, so we are to the match here. Return match for the South Atlantic Heavyweight Championship, which would later become the NWL Heavyweight Championship. And the crowd is 100% behind Neil Superior. He is the hometown boy. He is the champion. As great as these shots are, and when I found these tapes, when I went through his mother allowed me to go through his VHS collection last year, which is where I got most of this material. Great up-close material. I would have loved to have seen this match shot from the roof. I shot it from over on the first base side bleachers. I was like the whole way at the top with my own old VHS camcorder, and but I have there's just so much to this collection, and this is why I'm so happy to be doing this with the Independent Rewind, bringing so many of these great clips and classic events from the area to people who probably you would have to have seen them. You would have had to have been there. You would have had to have been there because this stuff was never broadcast on television, and the local independent scene was just such a tremendous thing to be a part of back then, because I mean they had matches in towns like Hagerstown and Clear Spring and Waynesboro and Chambersburg, and then you would go to a county fair in Front Royal, Virginia, or in Petersburg, West Virginia, Kaiser, West Virginia. There are clips, I think maybe on the next DVD, Kaiser, West Virginia, with the main event of Cactus Jack against Paul Orndorff. There's got to be 700 people in the building. It was just it was a magical time. And when wrestling was still wrestling, and I'm not here to knock current wrestling, I'm just talking about the era in which I grew up is so near and dear to my heart. I'm almost getting goosebumps. Irish Whip reversal coming out. Big backdrop on the German. Big backdrop on the German. The German Helmut Hessler was like a tank. He is built like 6 foot tall, probably 275 pounds, nothing but muscle. Look how he just hauls up Superior so simply for that belly to back suplex. As you can see, they're kind of jumping around through the clips here. The entirety of the match seems like it's been compromised a little bit on this particular version. But Neil did go to a professional editor often. Oh, working the arm now, dropping all of his weight across the arm. There are tapes that in this collection, and I'm going to be sharing with everybody here at one point or another from the Hagerstown Speedway. Great main events. Neil Superior against the Honky Tonk Man. Honky Tonk Man versus Superfly Jimmy Snuka. This was the time in wrestling when stars were still stars, and wrestling was still wrestling, and people were less jaded. People were, nice arm drag by the champ. People were less jaded about what they were seeing. Their expectations of what they were seeing. They didn't necessarily have to be a technical masterpiece for people to enjoy themselves. They didn't have to. There wasn't a need for all kinds of outstanding, spectacular triple Lindy type flips, and the crowds didn't dump on people when mistakes were made. It's just, it's more, wrestling today is more of a reflection of where society has moved to as far as people's reactions. But back then it was very simple: white hat, black hat. There was good, there was bad. Oh, and the German misses and smashes his elbow into the post, and Neil goes back again to the arm drag. Oh, that was, yeah, I think that was German for Schnitzer. Cranking that arm up. The guys during this era, they still tended to be bigger. There was still the belief that you needed to be a bigger guy, so there was more of a focus on strength and holds. Oh, man, he wore that one right in the mouth. Big boot to the mouth. Oh, and a clothesline to the back of the head. We're jumping around all over the place. I completely caught Steve Sarks off guard with these clips. I thought we were going to be doing like an entire midget match. Oh, the goose step. Can we show this? Is this all right? We got the swastika. We got the goose step. Anything goes here. The big German really just laying it. Kevin the Truth Casey was such an underrated manager in his own right. I believe he works for Fox Sports in the Charlotte, North Carolina area now, and I know for a fact that he's a Cincinnati Reds fan. A very good guy. Handsome Howard Goldman really not being that aggressive with the counts. He could probably lean in a little bit harder. Look at the Truth. Sucking for air, spitting. The champion is in trouble here. And an Irish whip. Ooh, looked like a double thrust to the throat. Up. What do we got going on here? We got a chin lock here. We're trying to What are we trying to... Neil's... There's a lot of trash talking going on here right now. A lot of back and forth. I mean, he's in a compromising position right now, but Hessler is cranking it up, but Neil's not going to back down, not only physically, but verbally. There's a big one to the stomach. And again, where the camera switches here, third time's the charm coming at you. Oh, and a clothesline takes down the champion. This was a great event that was, once again, as I said earlier, Super Slam 1992, August of 1992, was probably almost exactly 28 years ago to the date, practically, that this event took place. Let's go, Neil. Let's go, Neil. But Hessler is leaning in, and when Howard Goldman gets distracted by Casey, he's probably slipping that forearm up around the carotid artery, trying to suck a little bit of the life out of Neil, trying to make sure that he gets him down. This championship was a very prestigious championship in this region, and had been made more so as time went on. That's good amateur wrestling material here as well. Look at the close-up on Howard Goldman here, who was once a stunt double for Gabriel Kaplan from the famous Welcome Back Kotter 1970s television show. 1, 2. Now Barks looks at me like, are you making this up? Yeah, I made it up. Irish whip coming off. Oh, big elbow to the pectoral region. Takes Hessler off of his feet. Now we're going to go for another big suplex. And again, look at the strength of Neil the Power Superior. These are two beefy, strong men. I mean, there's a combination of over 500 pounds in this ring, and there's not almost an ounce of body fat. What a power slam! Wait a minute, Kevin the Truth Casey's on the... Oh, here he comes. He's going to pull him right into the... You want in this fray? You want in this thing? You want it, brother? Oh, wait a... Oh, what? Oh. Ring the bell. Oh, Hessler with a golf club shot to the ribs and the back, but he blew his opportunity to regain the championship, which is puzzling to me. No. Now they knocked. Now they're taking liberties with Goldman. Oh no! They're going to try to double clothesline him. Neil takes them both down. Oh my! He was going to end up getting his head. He could have been decapitated if he would have ran into that one, but he had the presence of mind to save himself from it. And now he's standing tall as the German and his sympathizer look for cover. Wow! I'm almost out of breath. The excitement of going on here. This is great stuff and takes me back. It takes me so far back. I wonder what the next clip's going to hold for us. Well, we're going to wind this one down here. We're going to take a real quick break here. Fans, this has been great. This is the type of material that we're hoping to present to you on the weekly basis. I'm Shane Shadows. This is Shane Shadows Presents Classic Indies. Thank you very much for watching.